you were friends, so her developing feelings for you, even after you were very clear about how you felt towards her and the friendship, it's not really your fault. However, moving forward, I don't think you should continue mommy-daddy friendships with people that are really into you. At least I wouldn't. I just feel like if I had a crush on somebody and he kept calling me mommy, I don't think that would make me feel less. I would feel a lot more. I would feel a substantial amount more, actually. But no, I don't think you're the a-hole in the situation. That is my final verdict, not the a-hole.
Okay, y'all know that I am the biggest sister stan to ever exist, and my girl is finally going on tour, and guess what, y'all? She's coming to Canada. Obviously, I had to secure a spot. Y'all know how I be. And if you guys want to go see your favorite artists, you can go to SeatGeek for the best deals. When you go on the app, they like color coordinate for you, so if you see green, you know you're getting a good deal, and if you see red, it's a bad deal. Like, they do the math for you, basically. And y'all know how I get with math. Every ticket is backed by their buyer's guarantee, and SeatGeek is the only site where you can get a refund. And usually, I do like to gatekeep, but I had to come through for y'all, so you can use my code DEB for $20 off of your tickets at SeatGeek. Make sure you guys go ahead and click the link in my description box to download the app, and I better see y'all at these concerts turning up. Enjoy the video!
A-hole for not telling my best friend that his girlfriend was cheating on him. About a year ago, my buddy started dating this girl that was new to our school. She was pretty chill, but one red flag I saw was that she was a huge flirt. She would ask for my number and text me at like midnight while they were together. I tried not to engage because obviously she was dating my best friend. One day I saw her at a football game. Keep in mind, me and my friend are both in the band, so we didn't know what was happening. And my girlfriend saw her with another dude. This dude did not have the best reputation. Anyways, my girlfriend said they left together, and she posted on her private Snap story a picture of them like all over each other. My friend really liked her, and I didn't want him to get hurt. Am I the a-hole for not telling him about it? It's definitely a difficult situation because you don't want to be the person to deliver that news, but also if it were you and you were dating a huge red flag and other people saw it, you would want them to tell you too. I hope this is past tense and it's all like in the past, we're all over it. But if this is a current situation, it's just very unfortunate. Is that an option? Can I say that? I'm gonna make that a new tier. It's very unfortunate. That is what I'm assigning the situation. I'm gonna say yes, you kind of are. I just know anybody would want that information to be given to them, which I know is uncomfortable and I know it's weird and awkward, but this is something that you should tell someone, especially your best friend. If this was kind of like an acquaintance or somebody you weren't really close with, then that kind of changes things, but this is your very best friend and he's dating a red flag, flirting with people, texting you at midnight. Girl, if you don't tell that bestie what's going on, I will tell them myself. Number 5608. I'm a 27-year-old guy. I have a home, a job, and support myself completely. Last Thanksgiving, I went to a picnic with all my family for a reunion. When I arrived, my grandma told me I needed to sit at the kids' table since I wasn't married and didn't have kids. I told her that was ridiculous and I rightfully earned my spot at the adults' table. However, she refused, so I smashed all the bottles of beer I brought and stormed out of the house. Am I the a-hole? That was definitely a reaction. I'm gonna dissect this one at a time. Okay, I'm gonna dissect this first part. I don't know why she thought she ate with that statement. I'm sorry. The amount of people that have children and are kids themselves, a lot of adults don't have kids. A lot of adults can't have kids, or they simply don't want to get married. So I don't know who told her that as soon as you give birth, you are now an adult. Now the second part with you smashing the bottles and walking out, it was definitely something. And next time, maybe don't do that. I do understand you're simply reacting to the scenario, and that's very frustrating. But smashing all the bottles of beer and storming out? Oh, well, that's just a little much. I feel bad. I'm sorry. I do get that though. The situation is very frustrating. You support yourself. Don't take grandma's words personally. I don't think you're the a-hole, but I do think we should work on that action-reaction complex. Keep shining, baby girl. It's a 27-year-old guy. I don't know why I'm calling you baby girl. Stay on the grind and stay away from that kid's table. Am I the a-hole for not logging out of my ex subscriptions. Okay, so when me and my ex were dating, she let me use her subscription for something and I had to log into her Apple ID to get it. So I did, then logged out once I got the app. But since it's downloaded on her Apple ID, whenever she renews the subscription, it renews for me too. So we broke up and it renewed the subscription. Then she texted me saying, log out of my Apple ID. Me trying to be funny was like, thank you. Then said it automatically paid for. I didn't log in. Then she wanted a screenshot and crop the part out and post it saying, X really logged into Apple ID. With the part of me saying I didn't log in cropped out with the audio.
You like it? You like it?
The fuck is this with your broke ass?
What?
So people came for me in the comments calling me broke, and she knew damn well I didn't log in. And then she tried to make me log out, but I can't log out. I have to delete the whole app for it to come back to my Apple ID. And I said, I'm not doing that. All my personal stuff are up in there and stuff I've been editing there. And if I delete it, it's all gonna be gone. So I didn't do it. And she's making people think I'm broke. Still ain't deleted. And what about it? This is petty, but low-key I do the same thing, because why aren't you taking a screenshot from our conversation, cropping it on purpose, and then posting it with the audio and trying to make me look, yeah, she knows what she's doing. Knowing me, I try and be funny and say the same thing, and I can see myself being in the same situation. And I know those comments were ruthless, because people in the comments on TikTok will actually chew you up. I would not want to log out either, but it's probably like the right thing to do. That whole Apple subscription situation is probably going to go on for a very long time until you log out. So at this point, I just log out and forget about it, because she's obviously being affected by it, but I don't think you're the a-hole situation. I think your ex is. I'm so sorry, this is long. Don't apologize, it's okay. So basically, I've got this group of friends. I only like one of them. And basically, they never invited me to anything and would actually change hangout dates without telling me. I was basically the girl who always walks behind on the sidewalk. At one point, I just snapped and realized how badly they were treating me. So I posted on Snap about it without mentioning their name. But they figured it out and got really angry at me for not telling them sooner. Even though they literally had a whole separate group chat without me. And no one ever talked to me. And then one of the little demons texted me saying that I was just overreacting and basically tried to gaslight me into feeling guilty. So I blocked her, as you should. Now they all hate me and I only speak to the nice one. So am I the a-hole for not directly confronting them? Not everybody is confrontational. And also, you posting on Snap but without mentioning their names, I know may sound petty, but also I'm like, you could have easily name dropped and dragged them, and their response to that is getting mad at you for not telling you sooner. They had a whole group chat without you, they purposely excluded you, and they never talked to you. And the time you stood up for yourself and posted about it without even mentioning their names, they're getting mad because you didn't say it soon enough. Was there like a time like, aw, you said it past 12? If someone ever told me that they were upset with the way I was treating them, I really wouldn't put too much concern on the timing in which they told me. It's more of like, how are you treating this person? That should be where the focus is. And obviously it's not with your friends. I definitely don't think you are. And I'm happy you stood up for yourself. Also, I liked how when they tried to gaslight you, you just pressed the block button. Because honestly, I'm at that point right now. I think this is mature though. Like, you're protecting your peace, and you obviously were able to identify when your friends weren't your friends anymore. So I'm happy you got rid of them, and I hope you have better friends now. So a few months ago, I had a Tinder date with this guy I matched with. We went to a nice restaurant, and on the way back to his house, he told me to drive because he wasn't feeling well. About halfway back, he told me he needed to use the bathroom immediately. I'm scared. We were on a side road in the middle of nowhere, and there was nowhere to stop. I frantically tried to find a bathroom, but then he told me he couldn't wait any longer and literally went on the seat. I kicked him out of my car and later returned to his house and made him pay for his seat replacement. Am I the a-hole for making him pay? Okay, these situations are so, like, they're always so complex. That's why whenever I do y'all's confessions, I'm always like, I don't know what to feel or how to act, because there's just so much tea. I don't think you're the a-hole for making him pay, because, you know, that is his mess. But I do kind of feel like it's a little a-holey to kick him out of your car. Because I'm like, what if he had like a medical condition and he like literally could not hold it? I know the situation sucks, and I'm always like thinking about both sides, which is annoying, but like, you're on a date, he's interested in you, you're interested in him. I'm pretty sure him going to the bathroom on your car seat was the last thing he wanted to do. Maybe on the date he ate some really bad food, or he had an obstructed bowel. I don't know. I don't think you should have kicked him out of the car though. I know that's frustrating, and I know if it happened to me, like my new car, I'd be very annoyed. But also, he probably did not want to do that either, and he's probably so embarrassed. So like, to kick him out of the car is just like a little mean. I don't know. We're gonna subdivide this. No, you're not the a-hole for making him pay. You are the a-hole for kicking him out of your car. I just feel like that's me. Like, I don't know. Or maybe I just need more context. I find with these stories, I am always reading into the both sides too much when I don't have enough context. a-hole for telling all the women that my friend dates that he changes his personality and interests to become closer with that girl. The first time it happened was with a girl that was really into K-pop, and my friend knew literally nothing about it and even actively avoided it because it doesn't suit their music taste. However, tell me why the next week suddenly he's talking to her all about BTS and the songs from them that he listens to, even though he only got into it that same week. The second girl